Find other great podcasts like this one at podmoth.network.
Do you have a hunger for cinematic horror?
Do you enjoy the thrill from seeing boogeymen, beasts, and butchers go about their dark work?
Then all you need to do is speak of the devil, and the devil will come to you.
Speak of the Devil is a podcast for all movies that have anything from demons and poltergeists to serial killers and the supernatural.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Taylor.
Join us as we embark on a journey through the dark recesses of horror films, from the classics to blockbusters and everything in between.
New episodes come out every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts.
We're not scared of anything.
Are you?
They're not. Most animals can't just suck off other animals, Colby.
Monkeys do.
Oh, that they do, buddy. That they do. But that's just how good you are at puns. But anyways, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cryptid Cocktail Party, a show where we have a few drinks, share a few laughs, take a dive into the unknown. I'm your host, Dave, and as you can probably guess by now, I'm joined by fan favorite, Colby Clark. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, everybody.
That's the enthusiasm I wanted you to bring. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
Colby, I got a doozy for you today.
Awesome. I was hoping.
You're hoping it was going to be a good one?
Yeah. I mean, in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe it's just going to be like but there's no way. This is Dave we're talking about.
I only bring you around when it's like the big guns, the heavy hitters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When we have things to discuss.
Exactly. But how was your day? I know you went antiquing, Applebee's, made candles.
I think I reached the pinnacle. I think I reached the peak. Antiquing, Applebee's, and candle making. It doesn't get much better than that, buddy.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a pretty great Sunday.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
How'd the candles come out?
And here we are.
Did the candles come out fine?
They're, I was going to say drying. We're waiting. We're waiting to see what happens. We went, it was our first time, and we'll see. There's always a little testing period.
It's a learning curve
with anything you make.
You don't just dive into candle making.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
But you didn't make like the soup, like what would I say, motor oil and like really manly scented candles.
Yeah.
Stale beer and bong water.
Smoked brisket.
Smoked brisket.
If you're working on your truck and you got barbecue going, those are good smells.
There's got to be a niche market for that somewhere,
right? Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's out there. No, we went with we did 3 cents in one. We combined cinnamon, apple, and vanilla.
Ooh, that's
no. We took the vanilla out and we did oatmeal cookie.
All right,
something like that.
Just some really good fall winter scents.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a big gulp of it,
Yeah, too bad it's fucking the middle of November and it's fucking 75 degrees outside. It's not. It's fine.
Yeah,
the world's not burning.
And I use my esophagus for stuff, so I shouldn't fill it with candle.
No, it's fine. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're doing good. I miss you, buddy. I'm glad to have you back. It's been a minute since you've been on the show.
It has been a minute.
I'm trying to remember the last one you were on. Was it the Spectre Goat Moose? Was it the Moose? Was the last time? Couldn't have been.
No, we did one after that because that was the double header, right?
The Moose?
No. Yes, you're right. No, that was the most recent one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
This one's a little bit more fucked up than a Ghost Moose. So
okay, Ghost Moose.
Yeah, I've been drinking this Francis Ford Coppola Frankenstein wine, and it's already going to my head.
It's fantastic.
Fine. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock on a Sunday night, but whatever.
That's good stuff. Other than the Frankenstein wine, how have you been?
Oh man, no guest ever asked me that. I'm good.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
No, it's good. The past few weeks have been crazy. Went to Vegas a couple weeks ago for when we were young, and also to celebrate the wife and I's anniversary, which was shortly after yours. So congratulations on you.
And thank you. Congratulations to you guys as well.
Yeah, it was cool. Vegas sucks. It's hot. It's 180 degrees no matter where you go. I got violently sick the second day I was there. Not like throwing up, but like sore throat, fever, the whole thing. So having a fever on top of like 100 billion degrees sucks. But I got to drink beer on the streets. Cool life hack. Anyone trying to visit Vegas, don't buy beers from the bars or like the like side shops. Look for the dudes who just have a cooler on the side of the street who are just selling loose beers, and you can only pay them with Cash App. Because dude,
absolutely,
they're amazing.
It's also a hole in the wall of drinking on the streets.
Yeah, and it's like $10 cheaper. It's wild. It's so good.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's fantastic.
I've been good.
Support the mom and pop shops. You know,
it's small businesses, guys. Small businesses.
It's a different time. Oh, that sounds awesome. I've never, when we were in Florida, you can kind of walk around a little bit.
Yeah, but this is like violent. You can get violently drunk on the streets in Vegas.
Yeah,
you're not gonna fuck.
It's a lawless place.
It really is.
It needs to be cleansed with fire. It's the only way.
Well, I mean, the desert's already encroaching in on it. Well, it's not really encroaching. They built it in the middle of the desert, so it is what it is.
Mother Earth took it upon herself.
Fuck. All right, Colby. Well, speaking of vacations, you're a pasty boy.
Top notch.
And I say that because I got to warn you. We're going a little. We're going somewhere tropical.
Oh.
All right. So I'm gonna need you to get your swim trunks ready. I need you to get some SPF like 180. I don't want you.
How much they got?
Yeah. Flip flops. We're gonna be on the sands.
I only wear that Coffin 3000. You know what I'm saying?
You seem like the kind of kid who wore a sun shirt when they were younger.
A sun shirt?
Yeah, like the
right.
But no, Colby, we're gonna go to Puerto Rico.
Oh,
are you excited?
Yeah,
I heard it's beautiful.
I'm excited to go anywhere.
I've never been. Well, Puerto Rico, home to some of the most amazing beaches, beautiful nature reserves, delicious foods, and hands down some of the best rum you'll ever drink. I work with a bunch of Puerto Ricans, and during like Christmas parties and stuff like that, they'll bring like Puerto Rican rum. It'll fucking ruin your life, but it's so goddamn good.
Oh, I bet.
Now,
that sounds amazing.
Puerto Rico has a very rich culture spanning several centuries. It's rich in art, music, history. It's even home to 3 of the world's 5 bioluminescent bays. Are you familiar with those?
I know the term bay, you know.
So the bioluminescent bays, they have this algae that when it's disturbed, it glows like bioluminescence. So you like run your hand in the water and it glows blue. I feel like I didn't say that right, but I said that right? Glows blue.
Like radiation, like I'm going to glow blue after I go in there.
Well, it's home to 3 out of the world's 5 of those. And one of those bays was officially declared the brightest by Guinness Book of World Records in 2008. So that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
And the best part is, Colby, we don't even need our passports to go there.
It's part of America.
Yeah, it's So if you're American, anyways, it's been a U.S. territory since 1917. After the Spanish ceded the island to the U.S. after the Spanish-American War in 1898.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is why I come here.
It's for the knowledge, right?
It's for the history.
I want you guys I want everyone listening, including the guests, to learn a little bit of something that is actually factual, because after the intro to the episode, it's iffy.
Yeah. It's up for grabs.
Yeah. But what if I told you, Colby, that hidden away behind the beautiful beaches, the rum, the shiny exterior of the popular tourist destinations hides a creature so mysterious, so terrifying, so evil that it gripped an entire nation in fear, an evil not bound by borders, but has been spotted and blamed for the deaths of thousands of animals all across Central America and even as far north as the American Southwest. That creature is known only by one name, which roughly translated from its native Spanish means the goat sucker, or more famously, the Chupacabra.
Oh, okay. All right.
I told you we got a good one today.
Elusive creature.
Right?
Cool. Yeah.
Now you're not a cryptids guy, but you're familiar with the Chupacabra, obviously, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
It's easily one of the top cryptids in the world, like right up there with like Bigfoot, the Mothman. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is probably the only time you've been on the show where I've said a cryptid and you actually knew the name of it.
This is true.
That's how
I've been on. Yeah.
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 Now, the Chupacabra has been featured in TV shows and movies like the Jackie Chan Adventures, The X-Files, and Workaholics, all the way to trading card games like Magic the Gathering and MetaZoo. I mean, like I said, you aren't even a cryptids guy, and I 100% know that you have heard of it. But the reverence we have for the Chupacabra wasn't always what it was. Like, we didn't celebrate it the way we do in pop culture today. It presented a real fear and created real hardship for those who have seen it or witnessed the aftermath of its presence. So, with that all out of the way, are you ready to learn about El Chupacabra?
Very much so. See,
you sound excited. I'm.
This is cool. I love learning.
So stories of the Chupacabra date back decades, maybe even centuries, according to ancient petroglyphs that were found in caves, but put there by the native I don't know how to pronounce this, Taino people, dating back as far as the year 25. But for the sake of time, I'm going to kind of yada, 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 and say that in my opinion, the real story of the Chupacabra began in 1975 with The Vampire of Mocha, when on February 25th of that year, a Puerto Rican newspaper started reporting on mysterious and gruesome animal deaths in the town of Mocha. Now, according to reports, 15 cows, 3 goats, 2 geese, and a pig were found dead with small puncture wounds on their body, as if someone or something had inserted a sharp object into the site. Kind of like vampire fangs. Later autopsies were performed on the animals, determined that all of them had been drained of their blood. Every last drop. Even with knowing this fact, the police still decided, it's probably a dog. Dog probably did that. You know how... Yeah,
they just said dog.
Yeah, you know how dogs famously have lips and are able to suck shit out?
Right.
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah.
All the liquid?
And attacks like this continued for months. By March 7th, it had already killed 30 animals in this manner. By March 15th, a farmer had lost 34 chickens. April 2nd, the vampiric creature had branched out and was attacking all over Puerto Rico when 8 goats and a dozen rabbits were found dead. And it all culminated on June 25th when 25 farm animals were found dead, drained of blood, and no sign of the mysterious creature responsible for these crimes. People did report seeing UFOs during this time, as well as some like weird ass bird, causing many to think that the Vampire of Mocha and the Chupacabra were 2 completely different things. But Colby, in my professional opinion, and that's as a professional podcaster, not as a cryptozoologist, I think that it's the same thing. It's pretty similar. What are you feeling right now?
I disagree. That was my cousin. He actually didn't eat enough that year. He got real thin.
Oh, is that he's real anemic? So
yeah, that's my cousin Mocha. It sounds just like him. Reckless behavior. He's gonna get us all found out. Yeah, it could be. I also wanted Dracula this year for Halloween. I thought that was just the role of a lifetime for me.
A Dracula, not the Dracula.
No, just like a.
I don't think that's how that works. I think there's the.
Right. It makes it funner though.
But also that means that you actually went as Vampire Watsky for Halloween, unbeknownst to you.
Yes, unbeknownst. Right. Yeah.
Right.
I also thought that it was a smart idea to put stage blood in my mouth before going on for our set.
Yeah. How'd that go?
And then I didn't really know what to do with it. I was just like kind of gargling a little bit. And then I just like spit it out halfway.
That's pretty badass.
And then it was cool at the time.
Did it miss out?
Yeah, but nobody was really at that level. I thought that, read the room, Dracula. And then I read the bottle and it said, don't put in eyes or mouth.
Oh, yeah. You got to get those capsule things.
I got a pretty sore throat the other day.
Okay, moving on, Colby. Now,
Right.
after those July 1975 deaths, the vampire seemed to kind of just stop. No more reported deaths, and everything just kind of went back to normal. That is until the mid-90s, when a rash of animal mutilation spread across Puerto Rico like wildfire. Now, in 1995, the first reports of the Chupacabra came out of Canavanas. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Canavanas, Puerto Rico, when 8 domesticated sheep had been found dead, their blood drained, and 2 small puncture wounds were found in their chest, where the supposed creature latched on and sucked its victim dry. Even stranger is that when the vet examined the carcasses of the animals nearly 12 hours later, none of them showed any signs of rigor mortis. Do you know what rigor mortis is? You're kind of just blankly staring at me.
Yeah, it's when so when you die, your body goes into a state of like stiffness, right?
Yeah, it's like light as a feather, stiff as a board, but without the light as a feather part.
Right.
Yeah. Now, authorities not really knowing
It's also a song by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
I know you don't know him very well.
Is that because of my Taylor Swift post?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Taylor Swift is gonna have Kendrick Lamar is gonna be a household name once that fucking song blows up. I'm telling you. Now,
I mean,
it came out like 9 years ago.
Right.
Authorities not really knowing what the fuck is going on, and this is like 20 years removed from the Mocha vampire killings. They just shrugged and again were like, I don't know, Fox did it. It had to have been Fox. Foxes.
Just like a mean one.
Notoriously violent foxes. Now, by April
majestic and violent in nature.
By April of 1996, the creature managed to suck off over 2,000 animals in the area, including chickens, cows, rabbits, dogs, and his personal favorite animal, the one that gave it its namesake, the goat. What's so funny, Colby? What?
Just impeccable phrasing, I would say.
I wanted to gloss over and to see if you catch it, and you did. I'm proud of you. Now, obviously, the idea of an unknown animal going around murdering animals would put anyone on edge. Armed guards were stationed around farms. Kids weren't allowed to walk to school alone, and some people just straight up left their homes. No one knew what this thing looked like, and they wanted to kind of put a name to the face, which made it even more terrifying, not knowing what it looked like, just that it was going around fucking sucking off your cows.
Yeah.
But that would come sooner than later when Madeline Tolentino and her mother saw the creature just chilling on the sidewalk in front of their house. I don't know what it was doing. They made it sound like it was just waiting for an Uber. Like it was just like sitting there pacing.
You guys know which way the Ford dealership is?
Yeah. What are we doing? So the way
the airport?
The way she described it was, quote, "It looked like a kangaroo without a tail, walking on its hind legs like a human," end quote. So it had 2 little arms, almost like a T-Rex, with 3 fingers and 3 toes. Its eyes were big and black and went all the way up to its temples. Kind of like like the gray aliens. Like you picture an alien, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
No ears, just little tiny holes where its nose should be. And it had spikes all along its spine. But that wasn't her only encounter with the Chupacabra. A little while later, she would discover the creature in her garage. And her husband and one of his coworkers tried to tackle the creature, but were ultimately unsuccessful. First of all, fuck that, dude. If I saw a 5-foot tall lizard kangaroo with spikes on it, would you be tackling it? I wouldn't.
If I was a braver man, maybe. That guy's got some balls.
Right, dude?
Holy
fuck
shit.
that. Now, the encounter prompted her to draw a sketch of what she saw and share it with the local news, which quickly spread and caused a whole slew of people to come forward with their encounters with this monstrosity. Now, there have been some discrepancies over the years about what this thing actually looks like. Some say it stands on 2 legs, others say 4. Some say that it's 3 to maybe 5 feet tall. Some say it's got big old bat wings. Others say it's got spikes on it or just like a really pronounced spine. And sometimes it's all 3. Some say it's got big black eyes. Others say large red glowing eyes. But one thing that they can all agree on is that it's scaly, it's got sharp claws, and it smells like sulfur. Just farts all day. That's sulfur, right? I have no idea.
Yeah, the spawn of Satan,
it's all bad.
essentially.
Yeah. Well, she did say, so this lady did say to her mother that she saw, quote, the devil himself. So it is, that's how terrifying it is.
Is the devil from down under.
That's Australia.
Yeah.
We're in Puerto Rico.
I mean, I'm getting a real kangaroo vibe here. Am I not?
That's because I said the word kangaroo.
You did?
I did. No.
Subliminal messaging?
Now, in 1996, a popular Spanish talk show named Cristina did a story on the Chupacabra, and the news of the animal exploded even further across Latin America, with alleged sightings and attacks popping up all over Central America, South America, Mexico, Florida, and the American Southwest. Attacks and sightings, while becoming less frequent and not on such a massive scale, did continue well up into the 2000s. People reported spotting the Chupacabra to this day. There's like a shit ton of videos and pictures and shit all over YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And while some of them are kind of cool, and I'm sure you've seen some of them in passing, I would assume. I don't know if you're a TikTok guy, maybe.
Not yet. That's where I'm getting old, bud.
Well, either way, if you've seen any of these, they don't really match that original 1995 description that I gave earlier, which I guess brings me to a question that you're probably asking yourself. What is the Chupacabra?
Yeah. Is it a blood-sucking vampire that is reptilian and T-Rex kangaroo-ish?
You sounded so defeated asking that question.
Because it's mind-boggling. I don't know what to, like, the information that I thought I had in the Chupacabra and then what you've presented make it like so many different things that I wouldn't think would meld into one thing.
All right. Well, before I go into the possibilities of what a Chupacabra could be, what was your preconceived notion of what a Chupacabra was?
I guess I was envisioning almost like a scary little gerbil that, like, if you don't feed, before midnight or something, You're
talking about a mogwai, you fool?
Yeah. Mostly gerbil, just like an exorcist gerbil, a gerbil that's in dire need of an exorcism, mixed with like a kangaroo and something, Southwest-ish.
Are you just basing what your preconceived notion was off of the things that I said to you 5 minutes ago?
No, because then you added scales and the devil and sucking blood, like, and fuck.
Okay. Well, I
have no clue now.
All right. Well, as far as the more recent sightings go, and I'm sure some people won't like this answer or will disagree with me, but as far as what people are showing pictures and videos and stuff of now, even from the early 2000s, those are just dogs, coyotes, and sometimes even bears with mange. Now, for those of you that don't know what mange is caused by a mite that burrows under the skin of an animal, causing complete hair loss, skin discoloration, and it's super itchy and painful, which causes like open sores and bleeding on the animal, and it's super sad. And while it is super unnerving to see a wild animal with no fur, black and cracking skin with sharp teeth, most people don't automatically think mange dog. They think, oh fuck, it's a monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
As we've discussed several times on this show, what do people do when they see something they don't fully understand, especially here in America?
Shoot it.
They fucking kill it.
Throw rocks at it.
Many people have claimed...
Tackle it in your garage.
Many people have claimed to have shot and killed a Chupacabra, only to find out that, surprise, surprise, it wasn't a blood-sucking monster, but just a poor animal suffering from mange. Sometimes it's a hybrid coyote-wolf mixture, dog, whatever. So that's cool. Fun fact, scabies is a type of mange. And if mange is all you need to be a Chupacabra, well, Colby, I've been a Chupacabra twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I used to hang out in a lot of punk houses.
Well, yeah, that's what I call my pinch of dirt.
Fuck.
It strengthens you, you know, for the rest of your life. You're set. You're probably never gonna get sick, you know.
That's not how that works.
Well, if a pinch of dirt will strengthen your immune system, how about a couple handfuls
Fair
of the
enough.
dirtiest people on earth, including myself?
But what else could the chupacabra be? I mean, there's got to be something.
I mean, right. That makes sense as like I see that you're proposing that possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So logically, that totally makes sense. As this may be what it was misconceived as.
Yeah, it's definitely been misidentified a bunch of times as mange dogs. There was a lady who
Right.
there was some lady who fucking killed the chupacabra, quote unquote, and she like sent its DNA off to like 4 different labs, and it all came back. We don't have anything in the system based off this. And so she's like, it's got to be a chupacabra. And then someone else tested it and found out that it's a mixture of coyote and wolf DNA. That's why no other lab had it on file. So it's just, the waters are really muddy when it comes to the chupacabra.
And labs are always really just the nicest dogs, you know. They just love.
Oh, sometimes I hate it here, Colby. All right. So what else could it be? Some say it's extraterrestrial in nature.
Mm-hmm.
All right. During the Mocha vampire attacks in the 1970s, people claimed to have spotted UFOs in the area, as well as during the rash of attacks in the 90s. What's even weirder, though, is that in the U.S., we were kind of having our own cattle mutilation problem that also had an explosion in the 1970s, actually 1975, and then starting back up again in, coincidentally, 1995, where cattle and livestock were discovered with eyes, tongues, skin, and even reproductive organs being removed with surgical precision. There's no trace of blood to be found, no tracks leading up to the animals, and even scavengers would avoid the dead animals. So some pretty weird shit. Could it be connected? I don't know. Sure.
Right.
Fine.
Right.
It could be. Other theories suggest that it was a government experiment that somehow escaped from Fort Buchanan, which is a U.S. military base located less than 40 minutes from Canavanas, where this whole thing pretty much started in 1995. Why the government would create something like this is beyond me, but hey, it's not my theory, so whatever.
And why go to such extremes to make it some like covert mission? You think you could just like order that in and do some tests? You don't gotta like circumnavigate a farm in the middle of the night with no tracks.
What's the point of it? I don't know.
I don't know. It makes it more fun. We got money to spend. Who knows?
Yeah. But speaking of labs, and also speaking of things being shipped in to be tested on, another explanation is monkeys.
Oh, monkeys are at it again.
There was a massive population of rhesus monkeys in Puerto Rico that were being used for blood experiments. Some people think that a troop of them may have escaped, and while they may not have been responsible for the attacks, as far as I know, monkeys don't just suck blood. They will kill other monkeys and eat their brains, which is pretty fucked up. But they could be responsible for the sightings, as monkeys do sometimes stand on their back legs, and it looks goofy as fuck. I don't know if you've ever seen a monkey stand. It's weird, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I've probably seen a monkey stand, right?
I'd hope so. You never watch like funny monkey videos on like YouTube or Vine or something?
Absolutely. Monkeys are awesome.
They are pretty good.
So you're telling me that there was a troop of scientist monkees that
now,
were
when I say
going
troop,
out
I don't mean like I don't mean like a theater troop or like an army troop. Just a bunch of monkeys.
They didn't start a commission.
No.
And had documentation, and they, one of them wore glasses.
It wasn't Planet of the Apes. Like, they weren't like filled with super. Actually, I don't know. I don't know the full story of it because some people just put theories out there with no explanation. There's like, could it be this? Sure. And then
I think that's great. Because yes, there's logical, and then there's like, oh, but what if it was the craziest thing, right?
Yeah, you got to have a full spectrum.
Absolutely.
I get it. Now, Colby, whatever the chupacabra is, monkey, kangaroo, alien, As far as I can tell, it hasn't attacked any humans, so that's kind of a plus.
Right.
But the fear it caused in the people and communities it ravaged was and is still very real. Maybe not fear for their lives type fear, but fear for their animals. Because for some of these people, their livestock is how they make their money. And also, this thing was also eating pets. I don't know if I mentioned this, but they're usually like dogs, cats. It was fucking everyone's lives up. So, and these people with pets are like family. So I get it. I will say, Colby, that I do believe there is something to the attacks in the 70s and the 90s, just because the description that lady gave is so fucking out of pocket and all the weird shit that was also going around at the time.
Yeah.
That I do believe there might be something to it. These modern sightings, anything from like the 2000s on, I don't think it's real, just because the original description and what they're describing now and what they're showing on video is clearly some type of canine. There's no way around it. And so that I don't buy. But hey, I'm not here to sway like anyone's beliefs or opinions, but I mean, come on. but
but I mean,
come on.
Yeah. That's the whole thesis paper. It just says, come on.
But yeah, there you have it. A very condensed version of the story of the Chupacabra. I kind of breezed through this like really fast because there's a lot to get through, but I hope it made sense and I hope everyone listening enjoyed it. But Colby, I want to get your opinion on this story. All right. You have the floor. Tell me what you think. Ask me any questions. I'll try and answer them the best I can.
I think that probably similar to a lot of different stories of cryptids, it's a convoluted sort of thing. There's a lot of layers to it, right?
Yeah.
That could have been two different things, two different beings. Part of it could have been, an actual logical thing, such as, mange and
but the mange I feel like is
coyote
more,
or something.
The mange is more, I feel like, the modern things. Mange does not cause animals to sprout bat wings, spines, and bulbous fucking eyes. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, it's one piece of it that can be legitimized.
Yeah.
Right. So I get that. And that's ultimately what you're trying to do, is see how many things you can legitimize. And then you take in as much statistics as you can from different sightings and see what things match up. So I bet you it was a bunch of different things throughout all of these stories. Probably some of them, there's absolutely zero explanation for. And then some of them, there's probably more of an explanation that falls in line with something that's realistic. But
yeah, dude, I don't fucking know. You know who's not gonna figure this out today, though?
You and I?
Probably not. I don't think we're gonna do it.
That's fine.
But it was a good story though, right? It was fun.
It's fantastic. I learned something. I learned a bunch of things. Geographical, how to use fear as a tactic to control the population. I heard a little tidbit about my cousin, Mocha.
Mocha.
He's doing well.
Yeah, it wasn't the vampire named Mocha. It was the vampire of Mocha. Like, it was where it was. It wasn't a person. They didn't name the vampire Mocha.
Oh,
but no, it's fine. But yeah, Colby, I think we solved it. I think that it's nowadays it's dog with mange. I think if the Chupacabra is in fact real, I think, because it seems like, holy shit. All right. So there was.
Did you just figure it out?
Well, listen. All right. So listen, shut up, Colby. So the Chupacabra in 1975, cattle mutilations in America, 1975. Chupacabra in 1995, cattle mutilations, 1995. I don't know what happened in 2015. There could have been fucking way more Chupacabras and way more cattle mutilations in 2015. Like, what if it's like an every 20-year thing? Like, what if it's like fucking Pennywise from It, and just or what if it's exponential? Like, what if it's like 1975 to 1995, but then it's going to be 2025? Like, add an extra 10 years.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what if it's like
he's just stuck in this constant loop of just spawning here? in this dimension every 25 years. And it's like, really?
What if they
This
just
fucking
There was a theory that the Chupacabra was a like the pet of an alien, and it got like a fucking
that's
dog.
good.
I don't
That's
know.
good.
We gotta
That
end this
could be a
episode.
show.
Colby. It's fucking 40 minutes now.
Oh,
We're killing
so
it.
much to talk about.
But I think we did a good
Maybe
job.
we should have a part two. Maybe we should have a part two.
We could do a part 2 later.
Dave, can I tell you something?
What's up?
You're my Chupacabra. Say it back.
You're my Chupacabra.
Thanks, bud.
All right, Colby, do you want to plug anything? You got your band? You got any shows coming up? What do you got?
Yeah, we got a show at Charlie's Hill in Lawless, Lebanon.
Lebanon, Maine, not the country.
Yes. Now we're gonna travel to the country of Lebanon for a show called Homie Fest 3. Our boy Hans set it up. No, that's next weekend, November 11th. We got invited by the Homies and Stand Abandon. We played with them, Charlie's Hill last month, the month before. It's a blast.
Colby,
So much fun.
No one wants to know the first. You got a show, Lebanon Homie Fest. First of all,
Yeah.
What's the name of your band?
Bang.
You're bad at promoting.
Right. Lanterns Last Light is our band. We got a single out. We're coming out with another one.
What's the name of the
As soon
single?
as, the past single was Makahiki Kamaha.
Okay. Yeah.
And the next one, to be determined. I don't want to spoil anything.
Fuck, dude, this wine is killing me. I'm fucking silly as shit right now. We got to end this
I
episode.
love that you're drinking wine. I think it's my favorite thing. This is your first wine episode, Dave?
This is my first wine episode, and I think I fucked it all up. No one's going to want to listen to this shit.
No, this is fantastic. This is pure gold.
Oh, it's going to be great. All
I
right.
might be biased because I was in it, but whatever.
So follow Lanterns Last Light on Instagram at
Lanterns Last Light, ME.
follow them on Spotify at Lanterns Last Light. Give them a listen. They're pretty good. If
There
you
it
like,
is.
like metalcore. I don't know what bands you would describe.
Right.
I have no idea what bands to compare them to.
I'd say like Knock Loose, Boundaries esque.
Not
Type
even
stuff.
not even close, Colby.
Trying to be.
Those are bands that you're
big.
inspired by.
Very much so.
They do not sound like you. Do not sound like that.
But what we sound like, I still haven't figured it out.
It's weird.
I don't know.
It's good.
It's a meld.
Which I guess is good.
Hell yeah.
All right. Follow
Right.
me
Appreciate it.
on Instagram at Cryptid Cocktail. Follow me on Twitter at Cryptid Cocktail. Follow me on TikTok at Cryptid Cocktail Party. Follow me on YouTube at Cryptid Cocktail Party because I've been doing shorts, I guess. I don't know what it
Nice.
is, but it's fine. People seem to
Mhm.
kind of like them. It's just me reposting things from TikTok onto shorts, so it's whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, with that, I guess it's the end of the episode. Colby, do you want to say goodbye to everyone?
Yeah. See you later, everybody.